15 of the rarest and weirdest exotic fruits on this planet. The earth is filled with mysteries and wonders. All around the globe, we are graced with marvels of beauty, stunning landscapes that take our breath away, seemingly boundless oceans, and beyond. Tucked into the vast ecosystems of our planet are some of the greatest, weirdest, and rarest tasty treasures. We're going to highlight the weirdest and rarest fruits you'll find on this planet. While these fruits may not be rare or odd in their home country, to us Westerners they are exotic on an almost alien level. Now that our palate is ready for something fresh and new, let's dive into 15 of the rarest and weirdest exotic fruits on the planet. 1. Black sapote. When you think of a deliciously ripe fruit, the color black usually doesn't come to mind, nor does it sound very appetizing. But the black sapote fruit may be an exception to this unwritten rule. Native to the tropics of Mexico, Central America, and Colombia, the black sapote fruit is a species of persimmon. It looks similar in size and shape to the common persimmon we Westerners are more familiar with. The skin is green, turning to a yellow-green color when ripe. The pulp inside the inedible skin is white when unripe, turning to a dark brown/black color when fully ripe. 2. Gac fruit. The gac fruit is one of those exotic fruits that is incredibly visually pleasing to look at. Its spiny orange rind and deep magenta red pulp give it an ethereal, out-of-this-world look. This small, melon-like fruit is native to Southeast Asia and it is especially common in Vietnam. The oily red sacs found in the inedible spongy skin are said to have a moderately sweet taste that is similar to a cucumber, melon, and carrot. 3. Kiwano melon. The kiwano melon is another exotic fruit that looks like it could be a prop on Star Trek. No surprise, it was. The orange, speckled color rind has these fantastical little horns all over it, which points to its other common name, the horned melon. The inner pulp is lime green and slimy when ripe. Its taste is said to resemble that of a banana. The riper it is with hints of cucumber, kiwi fruit, and zucchini. With such a unique and delicious flavor profile, the kiwano melon is quite popular in its native regions of Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. 4. Lychee. You're out for a stroll when you see a tree densely filled with bright red, berry-like fruits. Meet the lychee, also called lychee, a small round fruit with bumpy skin and bright white inner flesh. This tropical fruit is seen as a treasure in China, and it is prized for its floral scent and sweet taste. The rind is thin and easy to peel, which adds more to its appeal as there is plenty of flesh to eat. While wonderful to eat when fully ripe, this fruit has proven to be toxic if consumed unripe. You'll know it's ready to eat if it is vibrant in color and the skin is soft when pressed. 5. Mangosteen. Mangosteen is one of the few fruits on this list that was once banned in the United States. Why? The US government was concerned that importing mangosteen would bring with it Asian fruit flies, a destructive agricultural pest. Thankfully for your taste buds, the ban was lifted in 2007, but the mangosteen fruit must go through proper irradiation first. The mangosteen is difficult to find in the US due to its selective climate needs and easy bruising, but it is claimed to be one of the most delicious fruits you can eat. Its history is even more intriguing, as it's said that Queen Victoria herself coveted this little fruit so much that she would grant knighthood to anyone who brought her one. 6. Buddha's hand. This might be one of the most peculiar looking fruits you've ever seen. Buddha's hand is a visually breathtaking fruit that looks like a deformed lemon with tentacles growing off of it. Thankfully, the smell and taste aren't as off-putting as its appearance, as it is said to have a lovely, lavender-like scent. Because there isn't as much flesh compared to the rind, the smell and unique shape of Buddha's hand is what brought it to popularity. It is used in celebrations in China and Japan, especially on the New Year, as a symbol of longevity, happiness, and good fortune. 7. Jabuchi kaba. Appearing more like fungi than fruit, jabuchi kaba, also called jabati kaba, berries have quite an interesting growth pattern. Instead of growing off a branch amongst the leaves like most fruits, jabuchi kaba grows directly off of the tree trunk and branches. Based on the picture above, you can tell it's a strange sight to see them growing in the wild. These dark purple berries resemble a large grape and are extremely rare to find outside of Brazil. Difficult to cultivate with a very short shelf life, jabuticaba berries are unable to be transported and must be sought after in their native lands. 8. Dragon fruit. Thanks to Starbucks, almost everyone in the US has at least heard of this popular fruit. However, those who have loved dragon fruit for generations are probably scoffing or rolling their eyes at that statement. Although dragon fruit, also known as pitaya, isn't too rare these days, this list wouldn't be complete without this weird and otherworldly fruit. With lovely pink-red skin and bright green scales, this fruit has caught the attention of many from all over the globe. Native to Mexico and Central America, dragon fruit is now widely cultivated and can be found in most specialty grocery stores. It's also popped up as a popular ingredient in many daily harvest smoothies. 9. Rambutan. Rambutan looks more like a sea urchin you'd find in the depths of the ocean than a traditional fruit. All those little vibrant green hairs dancing wildly about make these round fruits marvelously weird. Peeling back the thin red rind reveals a smooth white flesh within. The fruit is said to be sweet and tastes similar to lychee, which would make its flavor more floral. These happy wonders of the world are most often eaten fresh and as a snack due to how easy it is to peel them. 10. Yangmei. The next exotic fruit to make the list is the unique yangmei berry, also called Marica rubra. Yangmei berries are small, about the size of a cherry, with a bumpy dark red exterior. Each bump is an individual stalk of flesh that is attached to the seed at the center of the berry. These little berries have been a popular fruit throughout China for centuries. What makes yangmei berries so rare to us Westerners is that it is almost impossible to find this fruit outside of Asia. The reason for this is that the space between each stalk of flesh is a favored environment for a multitude of pests. It is common practice to soak the berries in salt water to extract all the hidden creatures within. 11. Jackfruit. The jackfruit is perhaps one of the weirdest and most exotic fruits you'll find. Not only does its large size make it unique, reaching up to 2 feet in length and 40 pounds, but this tropical fruit is also commonly substituted for meat. Yes, you read that right. Luckily, it doesn't necessarily taste like meat, but it does have more of a savory sweet flavor to it than most other fruits on this list. 12. Challah. Challah, also known as Pandanus tectorius, is an exotic fruit that is a beauty to behold when opened. Although, its looks are a bit deceiving. While not too visually appealing on the outside, its inner core is fiery red-orange, mimicking a vibrant sunset over the ocean. Some even liken it to the look of an exploding planet. 13. Salic or snake fruit. Just the name of this exotic fruit creates an air of intrigue, for what kind of fruit would be named after a snake? Salic, or snake fruit, is a small oval-shaped fruit that grows in Southeast Asia and is incredibly popular in Indonesia. It gained an interesting name due to its skin resembling that of a snake. Scaly and red with small spikes, the exterior of the salic isn't as appealing. But, peel away that rough exterior and you will find a delicious fruit with an addictively sweet flavor profile. 14. Australian finger lime. The Australian finger lime is becoming a popular cultivated tree in the US, particularly in Florida. While it may not be as rare as some of the other fruit on this list, based on its looks alone, it certainly cuts for being weird and exotic. The shape of the Australian finger lime is that of a pickle, or a chunky weird-looking finger, which granted it its name. Inside the lime is where the magic happens, for you will find an abundance of juice-filled little beads that resemble caviar. 15. Monstera deliciosa. We saved the weirdest and rarest for last. Meet the Monstera deliciosa fruit. This fascinating fruit looks more like unripe corn than tasty fruit. Long with green scales, the delicate and tasty white flesh under the skin is what you're really after.